like it.
King Corona. You know, it's funny.
So does that mean like you're the
what?
No, go ahead, Eddie.
All right, good. What was King Corona about? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, is that like you're the king of the Corona guys or the coronavirus? Which one is it?
No, I'm immune to it. So when the rest of y'all die, it'll just be King Daddy Fred, King Corona, here to rule over.
I'm immune to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All that booty he eats, you know. I mean, he's got to have picked up something along there.
All the ass juice I done ate in my day, that Corona ain't got shit on me, Jack.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Keyboard Warriors, presented by RipTheWarriors.com. My name is Eddie Law. That's Fred Kirby. We're here to talk all things MMA. Of course, this last weekend, the unfortunate knockout of Joe B. And now they're talking about doing the rematch.
Look, I got to call out.
Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I'm upset about it because, as we all said on here, Joe B is one of the best guys in MMA, and for him to go out like that sucked. That sucked to see him, you know, get there again, another title shot, then get knocked out like that. But I gotta call out our friend, the MMA nerd Ashley. She tweeted that he was probably gonna get KO'd, and then it happened.
Yeah.
So I'm putting the blame strictly on Ashley. She was supposed to be on tonight, but she couldn't come on, but to defend herself. So since she's not here, let's pile on. Go ahead, guys.
Just pile on.
You know what? To be fair, dog, like, yeah, I like Joe B. He's a nice guy. But I don't feel bad that he lost. I mean, sorry. Nice guy. You know, Stephen fucking Wonderboy Thompson seems like a great guy, but I'm not like he deserves Kamaro's belt because he's so nice. Sorry, you're not the best in the world, bro. The only thing that annoys me about this is homeboy didn't make weight. If the cute little Brazilian cocksucker would have just made weight, quite frankly, low key on some real shit, everybody talks about Henry saving the division. Let's talk about it. That was a good flyweight fight. It was so good and so compelling that they're about to make a rematch when they don't even really need to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if he would have made weight, fuck, man. We would have had a good contender. He could have called fucking disgusting little Henry out. Henry's eventually going to get washed at 35. Like, he could have low-key saved flyweight, but the motherfucker didn't make the weight. That's what really killed me, man.
Let me ask you this, Fred. Do you think he actually did end up saving flyweight? Because now they're going to do a rematch, right? Now they're talking about booking that rematch right away for the title. So at least they're going to run out a little bit more time on the flyweight division instead of, let's say, Joe Benavidez won it, and then after that, there's really nothing else to compel them to keep 125 around, and then they just get rid of it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe this was the best thing. It still feels like a weird rematch because Joe got washed. I mean, I know we like him. I know the fight was somewhat competitive, but he got fucking snuffed out. There wasn't much of
by a 155er.
Get the fuck out of here with the 55. He was only fucking like 2 pounds overweight.
Well, let's talk about that. Like as we all know, cutting weight is a hard process on a person, and every pound once you start to get to weight is pretty brutal. Number one, Figueiredo has never made championship weight, and now he's proven that he can't make championship weight. And now you have him again fighting for another title. What's the guarantee that he's going to make that weight? You know what I'm saying? Plus, I don't know if you guys heard about the whole controversy about his interpreter not really interpreting what he was supposed to do.
Okay, so that's what I thought too, right? Like, I was just like, this guy's going way too long talking about like he was, Figueiredo or whatever. That was weird. But I caught enough. Like, you know, obviously the fluent Spanish thing, you can catch some of the Portuguese, and I'm like, he's missing quite a bit of shit. What the fuck's going on? You know what I mean?
That's what half the translators in the UFC are like that, though. The motherfuckers are saying fucking a ton of shit, and the translator come on and be like, yeah, he was really happy to be here. But get the fuck out of here.
You know who we haven't seen in a fucking long ass time was it's Soros for Anderson, obviously.
Yeah. Anderson used to make shit up for sure. He'd just be like, Anderson probably tell him like, just make some shit up for me. I don't care. And it just makes
but here's the thing. The thing is that most people, when they do the translation, they're trying to do it accurately, and like maybe they'll clean it up a little bit because it doesn't translate well. As Eddie, you would know, sometimes what we say in Spanish, if you just translate it directly, it just sounds really stupid or it just doesn't make sense. So you got to kind of clean it up a little bit. But I think like the big thing that a lot of people that speak Portuguese were saying that it wasn't even remotely close what he was saying. He was making stuff up. He was adding things. Like it was almost like he was trying to do the PR work for Figueiredo, even though Figueiredo was trying to do some of it himself and trying to explain himself.
Right.
To be fair, what's that damn dude's name? His coach or whatever. What's that fucking guy's name? He's a character from fucking.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like so like I kind of expected he always be going ham on fucking Ariel's show and shit. So like I know
it's very possible. It's very possible he thinks Figueiredo is a fucking idiot. He's gonna fuck up the whole thing. So he's like, "Here, I'll do it for you, dumb shit." Like he's like, you can Figueiredo might have said some crazy shit like, I just like where my where's my bitches at or whatever. My what's his name?
Oh, he probably I doubt he said something like that.
No, but let's say he like dude thought he was gonna say some shit like that. He's like, no, I'm gonna clean it up for you, dumb shit. But when they go too long, like translating, you know they made some shit up.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway.
Well, and the other thing, the other thing is that during fight week, they tried to like get him away from him and get like a translator to actually translate what Figueiredo was saying, and that he would still involve himself, and he would even tell Figueiredo like not to say anything, and then he would like respond to questions like on his own, and like it kind of feels like we're not getting like Figueiredo himself to express himself. You know what I'm saying? Like we're missing something.
Yeah.
Man, I don't give a fuck. If somebody express this to him, make the weight.
Right.
Fucking centimeters, kilos, whatever the fuck you need it interpreted. You need to make 125 pounds, homeboy.
He tried to play like he was like, yeah, I'm still the champion. No, you're not, dude. Literally, you're not. Like you beat the guy, and you should have been champion had you made weight, bro. You missed weight, what, 2 pounds or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
you definitely ain't champ, homeboy.
No,
but I mean, I will say that he did. Like I said, that fight was exciting. And I like the bag on the flyweights, but it's like fuck if they all could be like that. I would be down for the division coming back.
Yeah. All right, let me catch up with some comments real quick. Shout out to Sean. What's up? Otis saying Benavidez was Figure 2 being set up. That's right. I mean, and they had Dana White saying that's gonna happen.
And you know what's funny about it is I'm kind of here for it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Look, a lot of people are upset, and I'm kind of like, okay, let's say you don't give it to Joe B, and you speak it against who? Like, who's another name you want to see? It's not Henry Cejudo. He's busy.
Well, and that's the problem we have too, man, is that like they got rid of flyweight.
Exactly.
They got rid of most of the flyweights, so I don't really know what we are going to kind of do now. What are we fucking doing? Are we just wasting time with these fights anyway?
Right. I thought that was it, dude. As soon as Joe B got knocked out, I'm like, that's it. Dana's probably at home, like popping champagne, going like, finally, I can get rid of these motherfuckers.
Yo, let me say another thing to it, and this is something that I found interesting.
Yeah.
Was DJ unlikable?
No.
Like, I tell you what.
Yes.
DJ had some finishes, right?
Yeah. Mousetrap.
Me for one, and I know I'm going to be in the minority here. I know, and there's a lot of hipster MMA fans out there these days love to be on DJ's dick.
Right.
Joe Rogan thinks he's the greatest or whatever. I was more hyped for the finish of what Figueiredo did to Joe B than damn near any of DJ's finish. That whole fucking ninja flying armbar.
That was so dope.
Sorry, guys.
Really?
It was
I mean,
dope.
I get it.
Whatever it was, it didn't do what this did for me. Seeing Figueiredo fucking put that right hand around his kisser. Joe B's down. He's fucking bleeding everywhere. I know it was from a headbutt, but there was something about that finish that I was like, whoa, what you want? What's up, Henry? Like, you know what I mean? Like after that fight, like I felt like after that fight, I'm like, yo, why could DJ not do this for the flyweights? What was it about DJ that just we weren't fucking feeling? Because he did.
It's because he was safe.
No. I'll tell you what it is, and this is how I know something about Fred. The same way he found out something about me last week, I found out right now something about Fred. Fred just can't have the same woman any more than 1 or 2 times, apparently. Because he got so used to DJ being consistent and winning these fights, he got bored. He wanted to see somebody different at the top.
Right.
And as soon as Cejudo got there, Now Fred started getting a little bit warmer to the flyweights. Now we've got Figueiredo, who did something that DJ did to Benavidez before, and in a much brutal fashion, I would say, without the headbutt. You know what I'm saying? And now Fred is giving a lot more credit to Figueiredo. So I think it, and I'm not saying anything bad about you, Fred. I'm just saying that you got so used to seeing DJ win every single time, and it just seemed like it was easy for him. And he, like you stated before, and Eddie just said it right now, he was so safe. He didn't want to try to like annihilate somebody in the first round or the second round. You know, most of the time he would go to the fourth or fifth round. A couple times he went to decisions, but he got finishes. But I think you always assumed that he was so safe and he was just coasting. That you wanted something exciting at the top.
No. You know what it was? I'm glad we have these discussions. This is good because I think I just figured out what it was, honestly. And I guess this is 2020's hindsight's 2020 or whatever.
Right.
But no, I think what it was is DJ never fought a consecutive level of high competition. Like, yeah, he knocked out Joey B, and then who'd he fight after that? And then who'd he fight after that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Bagatinov.
Where the fuck is he at these days? Making bagels in Russia?
Yeah, I don't know. The EPO killed him.
I think if Figueiredo went after this and fought like three guys that I just didn't give a shit about, we'd probably end up in that same boat. I guess that's my problem. Even with John Jones now. I wasn't that excited for the Dominic Reyes fight. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. None of y'all was, man, except for Dominic's mommy and daddy.
Like before the fight, yeah, you're right.
But here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about it. We all knew Dominic could win, right? Like, was anybody that surprised when he did that well against John? Like, not really. John has looked human lately, but there's just you need that fucking Colby Usman. That's a boring fucking fight, truth be told. But it was so competitive that we're like, all right, we're here for it. Weili Zhang and Joanna. It's exciting because it's super competitive. If Weili Zhang was fighting fucking, when Shevchenko fights fucking Calderwood, is anybody going to really be fucking excited? We know and look, could Calderwood win? Sure. I mean, fucking crazy shit happens. That's why you watch. But generally speaking, there's no excitement because we know what time it is. I think that we're completely off topic here talking about. Well, not really. We're discussing DJ, which is always going to be pertinent when you're talking about the flyweights. I think that was the problem. Anderson needed Chael. You fucking need these ultimate. I wouldn't even say like bad guys or villains.
Rivals.
Rivals. Fucking the most we've been excited for John was the Gus rematch or the DC fights.
Yeah,
because those were the best chances he had at losing, man.
Right.
But what about this, Fred? What about this though? You had Henry Cejudo, and then the way they basically disrespected DJ by trading him right away for a guy that I guess maybe some of us thought that he could do something, but he was a little bit more past his prime than we figured, right? Like I think we got sold a bill of goods that just wasn't what it was supposed to be anymore.
We got a limit,
and Jack. I think. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. I'll go with that. But like what I'm saying is, do you think if they had built up the rematch of Cejudo and DJ, that would have brought a little bit more excitement to you? Where you saw him lose by the smallest of margin, but he did lose his title. Now he's going to come back against the guy that he beat before. Now they're 1-1, the trilogy fight. Would that have been a little bit more exciting for you? No, honestly, not really. Had DJ got fucking split and snuffed, I guess it would have been more exciting. I'm not the guy that hated the 3-second or the 1-round Tyson fights. I love them.
Yeah,
I want to see those kind of, to each their own, man. Some people love those classic fights that are back and forth. If it's a dog fight, then I'm okay with it. But if it's a tactical sort of fucking blase, from what I can remember, like DJ Henry 2 was, I mean, it was a good fight, but like I wasn't clamoring for number 3 right afterwards.
Right.
Just to keep it a buck.
Let me catch up with a bunch of comments they were waiting for. Shout out to Glitch, who's hanging out. All right, quick comment on this one. Dustin Poirier versus Dan Hooker set for May 16th. I am in on that one.
Great fight.
I'm actually gonna try to go to that one. That's in San Diego.
There he
Jeremiah,
is.
what up? Tony, what's good? Marlon Moraes versus Peter Yan set for June 13th. That's a dope fight too.
Division too.
Yeah, Ryan Hall versus Lamas. Wow, someone actually took a Ryan Hall fight.
Hey, you know what? I'm fucking Ryan Hall about to get that work too. I'm the
Lamas is a bad motherfucker.
Everybody's voiding me in the top 15. When you settle down, Ryan, you ain't getting the void, bro. You gonna get some work too. Chill out.
Oh, Lamas is about to bring it, dude. I'm not sure who's gonna win that, but
Ryan Hall's cute, but let's not get crazy. You're a one-trick pony, big dog. You're the fucking white Damian Maya of 45. Let's not get crazy.
Alexander Hernandez versus Islam Makhachev set for April 18th, UFC 249. That's dope.
Islam is one of those guys, to be fair. I don't love
Hernandez is the one that got knocked out by Cowboy, right?
Is he?
Yeah, Hernandez got his ass beat by Cowboy.
Hernandez, yes.
Hernandez talking mad shit, and then Cowboy came in and whooped his old ass or whooped his young ass.
Hey, but real talk, Hernandez had one of the best motherfucking grills of all time when he called him Day Drinking Don.
Yeah, that was like,
I'll never forget he called him Day Drinking Don, dog. That was even amazing.
Even Cowboy laughed about it. That's the best part of it. He was like,
that was some Connor level shit right there. Day Drinking Don is classic.
What else we got? What?
Is Otis going to bring up the Connor fight that's possibly being booked?
We'll see. I got a bunch of comments to go through, so see. Here's one that we were talking about. Hey guys, how about this? Even though Figgy missed weight, he did win the match. So wouldn't it make sense for Figgy to get a chance to redeem himself against someone like Formiga or Pantoja?
I mean, I would be down with that. I'm fine with that.
They're booked together, aren't they?
Right, the winner of. Are they booked?
Oh, okay. I believe Pantoja is.
Give him the winner for the belt, right? That might be the reason why Joe B's getting the turnaround, though, and the fact that they like him. He's like a company guy.
I mean, it was a close fight up until it wasn't, so I guess you could say that. I could see the fight going another way, but.
All right, Kairos, what up, dude? Says I love how people let some fighters miss weight and people let that shit slide. So funny. Yeah, I'm not one. I don't like the fact that he missed weight. And a lot of the guys that miss weight fucking win. And ladies fucking win the fight. And we end up in back at square one.
Yeah.
For them.
Yeah. I mean, what are you going to do, though, other than just not have the fight? They had to have the fight. It does suck that he missed weight and then he won the fucking belt. Or, I mean, I guess he didn't win the belt. And he lost some of his purse, right?
Right. 30%.
Oh, he lost a lot of money.
30%.
No, not just that.
But they also knocked his shit down from so what was it, dude? A bunch of money, 30? 5? He got $5,000
it was
to win that fight.
It was supposed to be 30 for the Reebok deal. And then because he was no longer fighting for the title and he was still under that, I think it's his 8th fight in the UFC, he's only getting $5,000. So he lost 25 grand from that. And then plus there was something else that he got hit with. I forget what it was. So
fined,
it's what
he only made $5,000 for that fight.
Can you imagine that?
No, from the Reebok deal. Reebok deal.
Oh, okay.
But he for the actual, what was his purse? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember. But here's the other thing too. Now I remember what the other thing was. Right. So had he won and he'd be the champion, his next fight he would have been under that championship clause where he gets points on a pay-per-view. So say he fights on a pay-per-view, now he's able to he would have been eligible to receive that. So now he's out that as well.
Oh, there goes
that. I mean, there's a lot of money that he left on the table there for missing weight.
How fucking out of their mind are Reebok? Dude, you see those fucking hideous shoes is anybody buying any of this shit?
Hope not. That's shit.
These Reebok fighter kits, they're so fucking detached with what people actually fucking wear. Not even the fucking tap out fucking affliction douchebags are wearing these fucking Reebok fighter kits. Right. Who in the fuck is buying any of this shit? What a horrible fucking strategy.
You know what's funny is Reebok came in, dropped the ball, and then got you thought they were getting better, and then they kind of just stayed the same. They went up a little bit and then just flatlined it.
Well, it's just weird because it's the fight kits that they sell to us, the consumer, looks like the shit that the fucking dudes wear walking to the. It's fucking stupid. Like, maybe for what they're wearing in the cage, I somewhat understand, but the shit they're trying to market to the fans, like, what the fuck? Who the fuck would buy that?
Some of those fighter shirts are god awful.
Fucking horrible.
Makes me wait wish the Throne was still doing shit. Even they were more creative and fucking Reebok.
No shit.
Right. All right. That's why I don't wear that shit. Anyway, but all right. Otis says DJ didn't challenge himself by facing Dillashaw. That was a huge issue for Dana White and others.
Good fucking point, Otis. I smoke way too much dope. I forgot all about that. That's another big thing. Had he taken that fight, I think that would have really been a fight that I would have been super excited for. God forbid he would have won it. Yeah, I hold that against DJ big time too. That's a good point.
Yeah. All right. Next.
And let me tell you something. John Jones is in that same boat.
He's on his way.
Fucking playing with me. He's gonna have to go up to heavyweight tournament. I'm putting fucking John Jones right in that DJ boat. We're gonna tip his funny ass right over to Ryzen. He gonna be grappling fucking Gabby Garcia if you don't stop playing with me.
Right. Sean says I'm cool with this in that division. Mighty Mouse had great fights, but I did not care to tune in. He had that slam to armbar against Ray Borg, but he never tuned in. But he never tuned in to watch the Mouse. I mean, again, it's one of those like you were saying, like the hipster MMA fans. When we've been here forever, guys, were the ones that watch them, and I was one of them. I definitely watched every DJ fight, but you're right. The fact that he wouldn't seemed like he wouldn't challenge himself kind of bummed everybody out, and I don't know.
I guess like people like me, I was happy to see him basically just dominate the division. Right. But I get what Fred was always saying, right? Like you always wanted him to challenge himself against these other different fighters. Right. But I was content with watching them just build up an amount of defenses that nobody would ever be able to challenge. I will say Kairos does have a good point right there. None of the other guys at flyweight were really pushing themselves up there. Again, Anderson Silva didn't ask for Chael Sonnen. He just kind of came out of the woodwork and created this big fight. I guess DJ did kind of finally get that in Henry, but before they could really get that little rivalry going, they fucking shit DJ off the fucking one. So that's a good point. Well, what about, it takes two to tango. DJ was doing his part as a champion, I suppose. Maybe he did just need that ultimate foil that he just never really got, which would have been TJ. He just would have had to move up to get it. What about Ian McCall? If you remember the fight during the first time they fought in what was it, Australia or somewhere, where they had that flyweight debacle? Yep. I mean, Uncle Creepy was a good personality. He had a lot to say. He just could never be healthy, and when he could get healthy, he couldn't win the key fights to get him back into that matchup. So
he'd get healthy and then just try not to get hurt during a fight. So
all right, yeah, I guess it was just a mixture of a few. That's a good point too, man. Did they have 3 fights or 2 or 3 fights? Him and Uncle Creepy, DJ.
2. No, just 1.
No, really? They had 2.
What was it? 2?
Could have when they had 2.
2.
Because one of them was.
You're right.
And the fight ended with Uncle Creepy beating the fuck out of DJ. If I'm not mistaken, in their first fight, it ended with Uncle Creepy having the mount or something. Like if the fight would have went on any longer, he would have finished him. But Uncle Creepy lost that fight, so they booked a rematch, and then DJ beat the shit out of him. Yeah, I think that first one you're talking about, Fred, is when they messed up the scorecards, right? Because it was supposed to go to one more round, but they didn't score it correctly, and then they scored it for the Mighty Mouse.
So, and then their first fight, March 3rd, 2012, it was a tie, majority draw. And then they rematched right away in June, and unanimous decision for DJ. Right. Okay, I didn't know it was a draw though. I thought DJ won it. Okay, fair enough. Right. All right. We keep going with these comments, folks. Appreciate it. Jeremiah says, I don't think they need to dissolve this division, but the smaller guys shouldn't have to go up and wait just to compete. Right, but also again, like we mentioned last week, they got rid of a lot of their flyweights. So unless they're going to start, calling these guys back or moving, or getting more people out from the smaller shows, what kind of division do we have at this point? Right. I mean, to be fair, maybe flyweight was just full of a bunch of other little trashy flyweight. Almost if I could cherry pick the division, like if we had Henry and figure whatever the fuck I can't say, and DJ and Joe B, and a couple, bring old Bagatino back and give him some steroids, like. I could probably think about 9 or 10 flyweights that I would be pumped up for all the fights. Then all due respect, you start throwing the Ray Borgs in,
fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry, and it just it jumbles it up, and you have more fucking kind of just meh fights than you like.
Right. Sorry. What's up, ELC? MMA guys, welcome to the show. Aaron says I was really disappointed in Askren. I think a lot of people were, but I think like Jesse said, we were sold this like bill of goods where it was like he's fucking amazing, and then not so much.
Undefeated, right. You know, had the Bellator title for a long time. Let me ask you a question though. With DJ, do you think the same thing is happening right now to women's 125, where we have somebody at the top that's so good, and we don't really see anybody challenging her, that she might fall into that routine of where she might beat up her next like 5-6 opponents and get like this, humongous title defense record, but it's going to be against nobody's kind of like just anybody really cares about, right?
Like it's going to be after this next fight that she has, we all expect her to win. When she wins this, we're going to be calling for her against Zhang Weili. Should Weili still be champion?
Listen, it's the exception of the divisions too, right? Like DJ was the first flyweight champion. Fucking Shevchenko's the first female flyweight champion. Yeah, it's probably going to be like. Obviously, these divisions don't come out of the gate super hot. So, listen, I like to rag on DJ, but the truth is, it was just a perfect storm of bad shit for him. It just, it wasn't that he was unlikable or he wasn't great or he wasn't exciting. It just like he didn't have that perfect foil. The division was kind of weak overall. And then right when it kind of started getting sexy, they fucking shipped him and most of the other flyweights off.
Do you think it could have been better had he not gotten so many title defenses under his belt? Kind of like Ronda Rousey, where she got a good amount of title defenses, but then she got dethroned. And then the belt kind of moved a little bit, and now it's like with Amanda Nunes. Do you think if something would have happened at flyweight, we'd be kind of singing a different song right about now?
Yeah, hard to say. To say. The division was just kind of thin.
All right, let's start moving on here. Let's get through the rest of these comments and move on to the next thing. What's up, Roberts? Is good fights or when there's risk, not calculated chess match? Right. That's a good point.
I agree.
Yeah, MMA God says UFC made some cash off Askren though. I was at 2 of his fights and they were selling his shirt at both fights. Usually they only sell main and co-main event fighter shirts.
Yeah, it was a good deal for them financially for sure. Yeah. Just a bummer that old Ben Askren. But man, MMA is a game of fucking goddamn it centimeters. What's littler, centimeters or millimeters? Millimeters?
Millimeters are smaller.
Millimeters.
That's the shit, Jack. Like, you know what I'm saying? If real talk, if Ben Askren and Jorge Masvidal fought 100 times, what that shit that we seen in this universe happens once. Right. 1 in 100. I'm not saying the Jorge don't win more, but like that particular scenario, like it is what it is. I almost feel bad for Ben, dog. Like that is just ultimately never happens again.
Oh, for sure. Darren Till was like 8 pounds or some crazy shit over against Wonder Boy, won that fight, which is a slow back and forth close fight. Not a dog fight, as Fred would say, then got a title shot. Kind of bullshit. That's because they didn't have anybody else to throw at Tyron.
Yeah,
I think everybody was kind of booked, and then they wanted some big fight for him. And Tyron Woodley was like, "Well, let me get the English dude over there that can't make weight."
Listen, it is true, man. It is true. Like you can miss weight, and like we all just kind of were like, like what are you gonna do about? You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of fucked up though. Like you could just come in fucking 2, 3, 4 pounds heavy, and like everybody just like especially if you ain't fighting for the belt. Like,
I think though with the Darren Till thing, there was some family stuff that happened. So I think it's circumstances. I do believe I remember something happened where he wasn't able to do the road work or something to make the weight. Look, I get it though. Like at that time, they really wanted to push Darren Till. Remember, like they were like trying to force feed us Darren Till as the next big thing. And even the one and only time I can remember, they did like a radio broadcast in England of Darren Till's fight against Tyron Woodley. You know, they really wanted to sell Darren Till as the next big thing, and they were hoping he would beat Tyron. It just never panned out for them, you know?
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying, yeah. All right, real quick. The Reebok deal ends soon. Hopefully the UFC signs a deal with Adidas, which owns Reebok. That's the move. Fuck Reebok. Almost anybody but. I think any Nike would be great. Otis says DJ face Moraga, Carriazo, or Iguchi. Not really top names in my opinion. I'm a fan of Moraga, so I hate to say it.
Horiguchi was the only fight on that list that I was remotely excited for going into it. Like Chris Carriasso, I remember that one.
Yeah. Cairo says Reebok saw the UFC as an opportunity for cheap advertising and leverage their prestige against the UFC needed at the time, which was legitimacy. So fucked up, but it is what it is, right? But now that at this point, UFC is kind of bigger than Reebok, to be honest with you.
I've said this for a long time, man, and I truly believe this. I feel like the UFC ultimately is really smart and they know what they're doing. Again, if you've been watching the sport for a long time, I always say this, but it's true. We used to get blowed as fuck and get drunk and watch the fights, and motherfucking Bruce Buffer come on and be like, sponsored by Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor.
I remember that. Oh my god.
The UFC
Condom Depot.
The UFC
Dude
sponsored by Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor. I don't know if y'all have ever drank Mickey's Malt Liquor before, but I have, and it is fucking gnarly. To think that they went from that to Bud Light, like. Hey, you gotta take what you gotta take. I think Reebok was just the Mickey's Malt Liquor of athletics, and now we here, so it's time to get that Bud Light deal. Where you at, Adidas? Where you at, Nike?
Well, here's Eddie, real quick before you go. Do you think that hopefully behind the scenes they've started like curating people that are going to design this stuff, and they're just going to do it themselves, like stuff that we would actually like to buy and wear? Because back in the day, the fighters had a bunch of their stuff, the merchandise that people actually would want to buy. One of my favorite.
Do we lose him? Jesse.
Yep. The gods had enough of Jesse's lip.
All right. MMA God says people get tired of the same champ in any sport, though. Jesse, there? This dude's gone. All right. He'll be back in a minute, hopefully. It's that fucking Starbucks Wi-Fi, dude. All right. Sean said, Tim Miller also gave DJ a pretty good fight. Right. And that one time where they were like, he was like, I'm never going down 125 anymore. I'm going to fight 135. And then he took that 125 fight.
And that was coming off the reality show, right? Like, did Tim Elliott win the reality show? Y'all gonna fight her to get that?
I think so. DJ didn't do any favors by saying he didn't want to challenge 135, especially after 12 belts at 125, right?
Hey, yo, John is getting there, goddamn.
He's on his way. He's definitely on his way.
That's why I'm so annoyed with John Jones right now.
I mean, who are they going to throw on him next? Well, we'll see. Anyway, guys, not saying every fighter should jump weights, but UFC like to make money with those super fights. And they still do.
We like to see them. That's why they make money.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we enable them as fans because we want to see that shit too.
Just wait till we get Zhang Wei Li against Shevchenko. That's gonna be.
You know what? That's the one. I just don't
really.
I want it, just not too soon.
I'm with you. No.
I want it to marinate. Totally. Like Wei Li, if she has an impressive performance against Joanna this weekend, fucking amazing. But let's not jump the gun. We already know Shevchenko gonna be there doing her thing. Look, bro, Wei Li has like the okay. I'll probably get ahead of myself because I know we're gonna talk about this fight in a minute, but she has the potential to be a fucking major star. I ain't saying nothing that everybody don't know. We all know how big fucking China is. I have one different like train of thought with that though. I wonder, like, are the Chinese really going to really get behind her because she's a woman? Like, I'll just say it out loud. Like, obviously I know she'll be big over there. There's fucking 6 billion people over there. So obviously, but like, will her being a woman affect her, what she could, like, if she was a dude, fucking skyrocket in flight for sure. Huge. But the fact that she's a woman, I wonder how much that'll hold her back. But she definitely has the potential to be a very big fucking star, certainly as far as women's MMA go. What the fuck? So, but I don't want to rush that shit with Shevchenko. That's my point. Wei Li can become huge.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, she needs to obviously come wins. You always talk about the signature win. That's like your big thing with it. She's got a chance to do that this weekend, and we'll talk about it in a second. Okay, yeah. But you're right. A few more fights for both, and especially for Wei Li, and then we can talk about a super fight. You good there, Jesse?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Did you guys hear my favorite logo was Cub Swanson's Killer Cub thing?
That was pretty dope. Killer Cub was dope.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen though any other UFC fight or UFC shirt, like Reebok shirt, that I really cared to buy. If I go to pay-per-view event, I buy like the pay-per-view, like the card shirt, right? Like the poster shirt, but that's about it.
I do remember there was one shirt everybody was pretty happy about, and that was the Sugar Shane O'Malley one.
That was dope. That was dope.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, they need to do something like that, right? Like, basically have the fighter kind of design his own thing and have somebody there like, well, you don't want to do that. We can, make it nicer.
They just got to get with a better company. Like, Reebok's trash. Like, yeah, but who buys Reebok anything?
Seriously, just even if they keep Reebok, bring in someone like Boss Logic and just let him work. Anyway, ELC says remove extreme weight cuts and not making weight problems solved. Healthier too. Right, but it's just hard to do. It's very difficult to tell.
They're always going to find a way.
They're always going to cut.
Like those cute sneaky pricks are always going to do that.
Yeah, add more weight classes: 65, 95, 25, 85.
No,
I mean that we
maybe a couple of them.
285. God damn, that's an animal there, boy.
Then you get AJ in though. You can get AJ back.
He wants that Brock Lesnar division right there at 285, right?
Right. The fucking real life WWE.
Yeah. Mickey's and corn nuts, dude.
Yo, for real.
Yeah, the malt liquor. The malt liquor, dude. I legit never drank it until I saw it in a UFC event. They were like sponsored by malt liquor, and I was like, I gotta try that shit. So I did. God damn it, shit's gross.
Hey, we are so trash for watching the sports. It was sponsored by corn nuts and Mickey's malt liquor.
I'll tell you this. At one event that I went to, they had they were passing out free samples of corn nuts to the fans
at
the event.
We've came a long way.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
165 is the division that I would.
That's what I want.
I could dig that. There's definitely enough talent there. You could do 165, and it wouldn't really. I don't think it would have a negative effect at all.
Okay, what do you think of this? Robert says real purpose of the Reebok deal was to kill fighters' individuality to make it even with other major sports.
Not really. That's kind of true.
Did. That's what it did. I don't think that was the plan.
No.
I mean, I don't think what good. Who the fuck does that behoove? Like, surely the UFC is smart enough to know that they're only as good as their fighters. It doesn't do them a whole lot of good to do something that directly undermines their fighters in any way, shape, or form. They need them to be popular for them to be. Right. The UFC ain't shit without popular fighters.
Yeah, but this was a way for them to kind of manage that and also like set up the UFC to be sold. Remember, this was right before they wanted to start selling the UFC, so it was like kind of preparing everything. So somebody would look at it and go, "Oh, well, everything's all under control. We don't have to pay all these people for their sponsors. All good."
We live in our little MMA conspiracy bubble.
Yeah.
What the UFC says is this was to get us on ESPN. We didn't want our fighters going in there looking like caged shitbirds with, I'm sponsored by Dude Wipes. I'm sponsored by Cocaine Cowboys. They gave me 4 bands for this. Like, the UFC's like, this is nonsense. In order for us to get on ESPN and on Fox, y'all motherfuckers are going to come out and look like athletes. That means just your fucking name and a Reebok thing. It might be boring to us, but like, I think it got them the TV deals that we reap the benefits of now.
Yeah, because NASCAR can't get any time on TV, right?
Yeah.
They're not talking about Dude Wipes either, fuckwad.
Right. All right, let me catch up. We're almost caught up on comments here. Oh, it says, "Hey, is Michael Chiesa ducking Jeff Neal?" Look, Jeff Neal's a fucking monster, so I wouldn't be surprised.
He better be.
Yeah. Jeff Neal's a bad motherfucker. Sean says, "Give Zhang Wei Li, Tatiana Suarez next. I think that is a huge test before moving up as a super fight."
I'm saying, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. And if they keep winning, I'm not saying I don't want to see it, but you give them a couple more wins, and that shit'll be mega.
I think after this fight, it's the Rose fight, right? Because I think Rose is on her way to getting back in the cage, right?
She has Esparza next, right? Rose.
She got Andrade, don't she? Ain't they doing the rematch?
I don't know who she get.
I think she wants Andrade, and I think that's what she's kind of angling for.
I'm pretty sure they're doing the rematch. I think I heard or seen that somewhere.
I saw an interview where they asked her if they had given her a title opportunity.
Oh, you're right.
She turned it down.
She's combing against Jessica Andrade at UFC 249, April 18th.
See, there you go.
That's a good point. Who's fighting Esparza that I'm like?
That's the Tony Khabib card, right?
That's Brooklyn.
Yeah,
again, that's not a. Yeah, all right. Well, fuck it. That'd be a good one because if you guys remember the first fight, it was Rose's fucking owning until she got dropped on her head.
Yeah. God,
let's see. Yeah. Aaron says picks will be tough this weekend. I currently hold a mini UFC bet against a buddy of mine for our pick competition. It's like fantasy football right there. Hey, who's next for Joanna Zhang winner? How about Amanda Ribas or Tatiana Suarez? I like the Suarez fight.
Depends
For either one.
on if she's healthy though, right? That's a
Right.
big question.
We don't even know if she's healthy yet. So.
I don't know. Like, if Rose and Andrade fight and Rose wins, I think that's the fight we want to see.
That's what I think.
Yeah. And I also, man, I love Tatiana Suarez, but I would kind of like to see her get a signature win too.
Mm-hmm.
Like who's her big? I mean, she's got a lot of hype. But who's her biggest win to date? Fucking the Chinese tornado or some shit, or like who?
I don't know.
Yeah, the small gust of wind, as you like to call it.
Oh my god!
Who's her girlfriend? Fucking Rocky.
Rocky Pennington.
Hey, listen, Rocky will beat my ass. I better keep my fucking mouth shut. Yeah, I catch Rocky on the beach, she'll thump my ass, Jack.
Shit. All right. Let's get into some of his weekend stuff. Who's your loser of the weekend, and how is it not referee Kevin McDonald?
Yo, what the fuck? Right. I can't believe we haven't talked about this.
No, wait, that was next. Go ahead.
Okay, fuck. I'm saying worse. Jesus,
Ever.
I'm sure you got some goofy shit to say because you always like saying some dumb shit to get my blood pressure rising. But
so you want me to go first?
This is the no.
No.
Well, no, you know what? I'm not even. This will be easy for me. Worst stoppage ever.
Yeah.
And again, I said this on Loudmouth earlier this week. God damn it, Kirby with a K _MMA. You find me and motherfucking send me a worse stoppage than this. I fucking defy you. This was the worst stoppage in fucking UFC history.
Yeah.
I mean, period. I've never seen a more egregious stoppage than this, man. Ever.
Didn't someone send you something and you were like, yeah, that's true. That stoppage was pretty trash.
Yeah, don't be fucking.
Oh, here's the thing. Have we ever seen a stoppage where the fighter's coming forward with fucking punches and then it gets waved off when the guy's, you know what I mean? Like he was coming in with some offense.
Bro, like.
Have we ever seen that before?
He was arguably not even hurt. Like, I don't know whether he was like playing possible.
He was rope-a-doping, man.
He might have even been rope-a-doping, but like he definitely like he was fucking Jesus Christ. Are we stopping fights now when guys get rocked? What the fuck are we doing? Jesus Christ. Like he's fine, bro.
Teo says my wallet was the biggest loser after the Kutalaba bullshit. Dude, you know how many people on Twitter losing their minds about how much money they lost?
Yeah, no shit. That ruined a couple of my cards too. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Sorry, real quick I'm back on the Suarez stuff. And my guy says Suarez was losing that third round against Nina. She needs to prove herself in a 5-rounder. I love Suarez though. She's a beast.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I agree. She needs to prove herself.
Yeah, but
gets a beast.
That's Nina Ansaroff, right? Isn't that Amanda Nunes' girlfriend?
So
dude, she's fighting her every night. So I'm sure that's why she's such a beast.
There you go.
There you go, Fred.
ELC says bad stoppage and then call it a knockout. Yeah, it's not good. There was an MMA ref school during International Fight Week there in Vegas. I think I could do better. Yeah.
I mean, look, dude. I know it's easy to talk shit. I know we're not in there. I know. I look. All hyperbole aside, it is a hard job. I know, but buddy, that was bad. I mean, you gotta fuck at least let that man get put on the ground.
Yeah,
they get knocked down. Like he was wobbly. Oh the fuck.
Okay.
We haven't seen Liam in a minute, dude. Liam, welcome back to the show, dude. Probably has some awful stoppages, but late rather than early. Yeah.
Look.
Well, that's what I mean. Okay, yeah. Let me definitely clarify that. I mean being too early. Yeah,
like
we've seen some horrible ones that lasted too long. But yeah, as far as like being stopped too early, god damn it, that's the worst stoppage I've ever seen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jesse.
No. I'm just gonna say that I agree with Fred. It was the worst stoppage we've ever seen to date. The thing is though, if you're looking at the way Kutalaba was reacting to the punches. Like he was overselling the damage that he was receiving, right? It's
he looked goofy as shit when he did it.
Right? Like it was either he was overselling it or he was rocked and he was trying to like cover it up, right? By like overreacting to the stuff. The problem is the punch right before the referee stopped it, his head snapped back before he came with that loopy punch, right? So it kind of seemed like he was gonna fall backwards, but then he came forward with the punch. Which is right when the referee came in and intervened. Now, I'm not saying that like that's a defense that you could use for the referee, but I'm saying like he oversold it and the referee already had it in his head. Already had it in his head like this dude is really hurt. I'm gonna stop this fight as soon as he goes down, and he just overcommitted to that.
Hey Eddie, get on the Google machine for me if you don't mind. Who the fuck refed the first Anderson Silva Chris Weidman fight?
Okay.
Because that's how you do it. You know what Anderson was hobbling around looking like he had too many fucking whiskey sours.
Herb Dean.
Goddamn Herb Dean. Best in the bit. You know what Herb Dean did? Not a goddamn thing. He waited and Chris fucking thunderstruck him, got on top of him, and knocked him the fuck out, and then he stopped the fight. I don't give a fuck what he's doing on the feet. He's on his feet, man. What the fuck? Like,
No, you're right, Fred. You're right, Fred. I just think that this guy just is so inexperienced, and he was like, he was trying to just be extra safe for the fighter. Yeah. When like you're saying, like, you have to let the guy at least fall down and look like, you know, he's looking in two different directions at the same time. Then you're like, okay, this guy's done.
I mean, look, worst come to worst. Look, you're not there to save the fighter from getting knocked out. Okay. Yes, you're there to save the fighter from receiving any more damage after being knocked out. But goddamn it, if I'm the fighter, get the fuck away from me.
Get out of here.
Let me get slept. After I get slept, don't let him hit me no more.
We literally were. I mean, it's not the same. It's not the same, obviously, but we were talking about something similar with Wilder and getting the towel thrown in. Let me go down.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I realized what way different scenario. Wilder
way different.
Wilder was done. And Tyson's a huge man, but on the same token, this is for all the fucking marbles. At least let him put me on the canvas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if I get
make him beat me.
I'm fucking wobbling around. Maybe throw the towel and then don't let him hit me again. But fuck, man, let me get knocked down, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, Liam says Santos Sakuraba was KO'd and allowed to continue after singling in the ref. That's some pride shit, though. Straight up. That's why you love pride, though, because it was weird.
Pride was wild.
I miss it.
Isn't Sakuraba the guy that got KO'd and then they put smelling salts on him, or was it what's his name? Fedor. Who was it?
I wasn't Fedor. Fedor never got
knocked. Fedor was the king.
Yeah.
Pride. He didn't get
who was the guy that got literally KO'd and then they brought him back to the corner?
I feel like Liam will know this one. So Liam, if you know, let us know. But it might be Sakuraba. You see, the TKO is not a KO. That bullshit stays on his record forever. I mean, he's gonna appeal it. It's probably not gonna go anywhere, but he's gonna appeal it. Here's a good one. Tony says Justin Gaethje said he thought Cutelaba was either rocked or the best actor he's ever seen, and Gaethje definitely knows a thing or two about being rocked. I think he was rocked. I thought he was roping open.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Even if he was rocked, so what? You don't stop a fight when somebody's rocked. What is the fucking definition? When you are not intelligently defending your motherfucking self. Now, he was a little wobbly, but the cute cocksucker was fucking swinging. For me, I count swinging at your opponent as intelligently defending yourself. That's just me.
And it's just funny to hear it from Justin Gaethje, right? The guy that has made his entire career off of fighting while like drunk, right?
God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, he should have had a dozen fights stopped.
Yeah, Teo agrees, man. I don't give a shit. Let it keep going until he hits the floor. Cutelaba fooled the wrong person in the octagon.
To be fair, old Ian Cutelaba fucking is the luckiest dude in the world.
Seriously,
that Russian was about to beat the fuck out of him. Yo, you see when he walked across the cage in the beginning? He
got in his face and shit.
That Russian just picked him up and went, "Hold on, little bro."
Bitch,
he just whipped him right to the side.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh God." You, hey, that's the funny thing about it. You said show. Yeah. If you have a worse one, and again, I mean like before, not like long, but tweet that bitch at me.
There you go. Tony said, "I'm with you, Teofeo. I thought Cutelaba was saying it was part of his game plan was comical. I honestly don't know. Like, I don't know. The fact that he came forward the way he did, and right after he got waved off, he seemed like he was fine. I was just like, all right, he was roping open. He was roping open.
I mean, he definitely was not rocked that bad. I mean, I think he was a little rocked too. I think he was a little rocked, but
the fact that almost like he was alive during the Vatudo era, American folks didn't die. I know, right?
Yeah. Hey, but I don't know. I guess it's easy for me to say because I'm not the one there getting my face pounded in.
Yeah.
But, I'd rather see it go a little long than too short. Like that shit with Ian Cutelaba, and I'm sure that Ian would say the same thing. I would much rather get knocked unconscious than have it stolen away from me like this. Please let me take a beating before you steal this away from me. Fuck.
Yeah, MMA guy says the ref was just in a bad spot. Replay showed he blocked all those leg kicks besides the first. He was still defending and throwing, so the ref has to let it continue.
Well,
yeah,
might have been in a bad
I
spot.
look, man, all due respect. What's his fucking name? Kevin McDonald or what? I get it, bro. Like, I don't mean to be the cunts to just keep coming down on you. It was one, maybe give the fucking guy a chance. But listen, at the very least, dude, you're on thin ice, bro. You cannot do anything remotely like that again, or you're out of here.
He should have stopped. Yes, he should have started complaining like Mike C. Barber did. He wouldn't have stopped that fight if I was a woman.
Listen. He wasn't in the bad position. He was in the right position to look at the guy. He was trying to look at his eyes. But like I said, Eon oversold that last punch where his head like got completely rocked back, and he was like, his arms were flailing back in the air like he was about to fall on his back. That's when he came with that loopy punch. Like who was it that said he fooled the wrong person in that octagon? That's what happened.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just out of line here, but like, are you guys ever okay with a fight being stopped with the fighter on their feet? Like,
it depends. Like, remember Rousey got waved off till she got her ass beat. She's still on her feet. She was getting bounced off the fucking cage though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I get what you're saying.
If they would have let her take one more and go down, we all would have been like, "Oh my god, she's dead! Oh, she probably died!" Like,
what's her name? Fuck, Cyborg. Cyborg was on her feet, getting rocked on the feet, and then it just took that last hit. As soon as she went face down on the canvas,
and then we're all content with it, and even Cyborg's laying down there content with it. I mean, I don't know. So a lot of times, I just feel like if they're standing, I'm fucking finish him. Like. Their body weight, go ahead and finish them, and then like if they get knocked out, like bro, that's how we play this game, right? Like, sorry.
Yeah.
I seem to recall the only one I can think of was I think it might have been Shane Carwin, where he was literally holding up to his opponent. He was just like uppercutting him to death. It was him, and then who was the other guy? Okami and somebody else. The Barbarian, I think it was, where. Right, Tim Boach, he was holding up Okami and he was just like uppercutting him against the cage, and he was holding him up.
Right.
He's unconscious. If he's unconscious, stop letting him hit him. But like, I mean, let a motherfucker go to sleep.
Exactly. Otis brings up Nate Diaz with Maynard 3. Yeah, I mean, Maynard's still on his feet, and he was like, falling over, but he was still on his feet when he stopped it.
Right. Just let him fall over then. If it's like, well, he was about to fall down, well, then goddamn it, let him fall down.
Yeah. But. All right, let's talk quickly about Wilder Fury 3.
Boo.
Now, I understand that it was in his contract and he was able to, bring up that little clause or whatever to get the immediate rematch. A lot of people are saying he shouldn't do it, but is it because he shouldn't do it for him, or he shouldn't do it because we don't want to see it?
You know what?
What do you think?
I tell you what, it's going to be real easy to come on here and say, I have no interest in seeing this fight now. Right. Tyson won both of the first fights. So for the sake of argument and to have a little fun, let's say this. Let's say I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
I think that you get right back on the horse. You get right back in there. You obviously need to switch a few things up. But here's the deal, right? The second fight, he got embarrassed. The first fight, he maybe lost, but he had tons of good moments. So it's not like he just got smashed twice in a row.
Right.
He has knocked out, like, let's not forget here for a moment exactly who Deonte Wilder is. Like, he had a very bad performance against Tyson Fury in that second fight. But I think for us to just throw him away and say that he has no shot in the world might be a bit premature. I think, and again, and I don't mean to be a cunt about this, but we also, and for the record, Tyson seems like he's got his head on good, but Tyson Fury's been known to take his foot off the gas.
Crazy.
He's been known to completely lose his shit. So we'll see. Obviously, Tyson Fury is going to be the favorite. A lot of things go without saying. But I think that if everybody sleeps on Deontay, that might not be the greatest of ideas. I think Deontay, again, I said it before, he can win this fight. He just has to come into it with a bit of a different approach. Look, he has to do to Tyson what Tyson did to him. Going into the third fight, he needs to surprise Tyson with something. Tyson shocked the fuck out of him. He said he was going to come right at him, and bigger and shit he did.
And he did.
Fucking, he can make all the bullshit he wants to about his suit. Tyson threw him off. He came at him with an aggressive style, and it fucking worked. Now Deonte needs to return the favor. He's got the power to starch him. He just has to find a way to hit him.
All right. What do you think about this right here? Oh, fuck, I lost it. Hold on. Let me find it. There it is. Tony says, I want to see Fury versus AJ for all the marbles. I think you'll have a hard time getting AJ to agree to that fight. Well, but let's see it.
Aren't they on different under different contracts? Like, isn't AJ
different promoters?
Yeah. Isn't
they
AJ with the Zone and stuff?
Yeah,
right, they are. But they were able,
they could do it. But Deonte's got the rematch clause. I mean, listen, I agree with you. All things being equal, that should be probably the next fight. If boxing worked like MMA, that's what we'd be seeing next. But it ain't gonna happen.
Oh shit, I lost it. Hold up, real quick. Watch the third fight go like the first with Fury not get up. Then we get the quadrology for fuck's sake.
Bro,
that's what would happen. That's what would happen. We have to have a fourth.
I doubt it. Obviously, I doubt it. But like, it is possible.
If he does it, if he knocks him out, you have to have another one.
Damn it.
You have to. Sean says Fury fights Joshua Wilder, knocks off a couple top dudes, comes back. Fury lights Wilder up a third time. He would be in the conversation based as one of the greatest. Wow,
yeah, I agree with you.
For a second.
All this is hypothetical. I'm pretty sure that Fury's just going to have to beat Wilder again next.
Yeah, right.
But if he does do that, and then he does beat AJ, it will be an interesting conversation. Tyson Fury will be in there.
Tony says Eddie Hearn said he wants that fight for AJ. Eddie Hearn's also full of shit, though. Most promoters are.
He wants it. I mean, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, he knows that's the biggest money fight.
For sure.
By a country fucking mile.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see how they stack up. All right, let's talk about this weekend, dude. Actually, Jesse, do you really want to talk about Conor's next possible fucking opponent?
No, I was just messing with you. Just because I want Fred to make his money for the day.
Right. If y'all don't know,
Conor Tech.
Some Hungarian 50-year-old dude wants to fight fucking put it out there. He was going to fight Conor McGregor, but he said it to a HungaryToday.com or something like that. So he's just bullshit. But yeah, I mean, if he tried to go on the Nosy show or Luke Thomas show and say that shit, they'd look at him and be like, "Fuck out of here, get off my show, motherfucker!" Like, for real. All right. And then just real quick before we talk about UFC 248 this weekend, did we talk about Josie Aldo and Cejudo?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we talked about that. Good. All right, well, let's talk about UFC 248. This weekend from Las Vegas. I fucking try to go to this shit. I have shit going on this weekend, so I can't go. Funny enough, I'm gonna be in Vegas on Sunday night, not on fucking Saturday night, so that sucks. Just overnight. But let me pull up the card real quick. All right, you guys see it?
Yep.
Sure. All right, cool. All right. So, kicking off on the early prelims on UFC Fight Pass. So it's 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Dana Batgirl against Batgirl. Sounds like Batgirl. I'm sure I fucked that up. Against Guido Canetti. Then
Guido.
Yeah. Giga Chikadze against Jamal Emmers. Then Emily Whitmire against Poliana Viana, who just lost to not Grasso. Who'd she lose to? She lost to somebody, right? That we didn't expect her to lose to.
I don't know. Yeah. She did.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Hold on a second, real quick before we do this shit that picks this weekend. Hold on, guys. Who should face Nunes next? Spencer or Anderson? I would like to see Anderson in there, just for the fact that the reason they brought her to the UFC is to be the next face of. She's supposed to fight fucking Cyborg.
Just to shut her up, right?
Sort of.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. I can't in good faith say Felicia Spencer beat her ass. Like, how are we gonna she's got to win over her directly, and she finished that hoe. Like,
yeah, I will. Poliana lost to Veronica Macedo. There you go.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Okay, and then so now she gets Emily Whitmire.
That's why she on the fucking Fight Pass portion of the card.
Right, the ESPN portion of the card kicks off with Gerald Michart against Darren Wynn, who fight. I heard a lot of good. I mean, Darren Wynn's dope. So
yeah, that's a good fight.
That's a good fucking fight. Rodolfo Vieira against Sapar Beck with the unfortunate fucking name. Sapar Beck? What do you call that guy? What's up, Sap?
I bet you tough.
I will see. Mark Madsen undefeated 9-0, taking on Austin Hubbard in the fight we've been waiting for. At least the fighter we've been waiting for a minute. Sean fucking O'Malley, 10-0, taking on Teco. Jose Alberto Quiñones.
It's a good
and
fight.
we featured
That's a very good fight that's a very good fight for Sean O'Malley too. A great fight.
100%.
Tough guy.
Tough as fuck. Dude, tough as fuck. He beats him. He finishes him. Let's say he finishes Deco and able to do that. You can start throwing him in there, not with huge fights, but definitely with like bigger fights.
Right.
So, yeah. All right. Then we have the main card on pay-per-view kicking off at 7 p.m. Pacific time. That is Eastern, 10 p.m. Eastern time. First fight of the night, Alex Oliveira against Max Griffin. Well, I guess we'll do picks from here. Welterweight bout is dope. What do you think, Fred?
Thing you got to give the Brazilian Cowboy, that motherfucker is always in fun fights.
Always.
That green-eyed prick is always in fun fights. And same for Max Griffin. This is going to be a great action-packed fight. I got to go with the Brazilian Cowboy, though, son. The motherfucker's a bad motherfucker.
Gotcha. Jesse?
Yeah, I got to agree with Fred. I mean, have we ever seen Oliveira in a boring fight?
Where?
It just doesn't happen, right? So
he'll throw some fucking like spinning shits out of nowhere.
He actually kind of doesn't get the credit he deserves as such an entertaining fighter, bro.
100%.
Be fucking coming to bring it.
I think it's the fact that he missed weight so many times at 55.
That's a good point.
It was so many controversies. Yeah.
All right. Let me just get some comments here. Marco Madden and Austin Hubbard is another sleeper. Excited to see O'Malley back. Everyone's picking Sugar Sean. Sean's picking Oliveira in this one, and so am I. Again, it's just I like Max Griffin, man. He's a dope dude, but I don't think he's on the same level.
I love how what is the word I'm looking like? Anti-nationalistic MMA is. Like, we all just pitched against the American without a second thought. Like, we don't give a fuck that Max Griffin's from America.
Right. But it's on that level until you get into the arena and everyone starts chanting USA, like it's supposed to do something against the other guy. Like,
with that fucking
dude, when they do that shit, like USA, and it's I almost want to be like, okay, so like.
Yeah,
okay,
a lot of times it's just not irrelevant. It's one thing if that's like the guy's thing. If Colby's there, I suppose you could do that. But a lot of times it's like, motherfucker, this guy's a fucking liberal and can't stand America.
Plus the Brazilians have the better chant, right? Ooh, vamos, eh?
Vamos, hey. Ooh, vamos, hey.
That's a good point. We need something better than just USA.
Something than USA. We're gonna fuck your mother or something.
Yeah, fuck your mother. That's what I'm talking about.
What about that video of that guy screaming at an event? Grab him by the balls.
Oh yeah. No, it's a grab his dick and twist it.
Oh yeah, there you
go. Twist that dick. That shit was hilarious.
Twist that dick, pretty good too. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Although they're kids at these things.
Sean Tracy starting off. Neil Magny, USA. Griffin is in a slump too, though. Yeah, it's true. He needs his. I mean, he can use his winner. He's probably on his way out.
Well, that's what's gonna make it exciting, though, right? You got 100%. Someone on the downside. Yeah.
Speaking of Neil Magny taking on the Leech, Li Jianliang, who is a beast in his own right. What do you guys think on this one?
Hey, listen, y'all gonna fuck around and see me wearing a goddamn a shirt with a Chinese flag on it, Jack, because I am here for the Chinese takeover. Fucking, I usually I couldn't stand by a motherfucking nickname the Leech, but I'm here for fucking Jingling. He be bringing it. I think he got a knockout in his last fight. I'm fucking on it, Jack. And you know what? And I can't stand Neil Magny. So, woo! I am fucking fired up and shot out of the cannon, Jack. Let's go, Jingling.
All right, Jesse, who you picking?
You know what? It's a weird night. I'm agreeing with Fred. Yeah, I mean, Neil Magny, he's so unpredictable on what we're gonna get on fight night, right? Like, you just never know what kind of guy he's gonna come out and be. So.
That's why I'm picking the Leech as well. Jingling.
And at this point, we're just going to pick against all the Americans. Just fuck these whole ass Americans. We arrived with the foreigners this time, Jack.
Oh, we're going to end up on some kind of fucking like MAGA watch list. Watch. Let's see. Here we go. Check this out. If you guys are interested in seeing Max Griffin, Jeremiah will be interviewing him. I'm assuming live, Jeremiah, on the Hardcore MMA show. Make sure you, Jeremiah, throw out your Twitter on the comment section if people don't want to watch that. That way, he can follow you, or they can follow you, and you can let him know when he's doing. So Max Griffin tomorrow,
brilliant,
on YouTube. All right. Let's see.
Benil Dariush.
Here we go. Jeremiah says, "Tell him to stop driving while using the phone. I'm gonna crash his car." Oh, Fred China Power Kirby.
Hey, that's what I'm fucking talking about, baby. Let's go.
All right. So we all picked the Jingling on that one. All right, next up, Benil Dariush against Drakkar Klose. Drakkar Klose is a Valley boy. Not from here, but he trains here. I don't think he's from here. But Beneil Dariush is a bad motherfucker. This is a hard one for me to pick, but I'll go first. I'm going to go Drakkar Klose only because he trains here, honestly.
Yeah.
But what do you think?
I think I'm going to go with Beneil. I used to fucking have a lot of faith in him, and then he fucking lost a couple, and I'm kind of off the train, but I still think he's got a lot of fucking talent.
Yeah, no, 100%. Jesse?
Damn.
We're split. What are you going to do?
Oh, well, I was going to pick Beneil, but it just seems like I'm riding Kirby's coattail over here.
So you are picking Beneil.
I will pick that.
Yeah, I mean, like Fred said, I mean, the guy has been around for such a long time, and he's just got a lot of talent. It just seems like he picks the right times to just forget all that stuff and get KO'd brutally. But yeah, I got to go with Beneil.
Yeah. All right. There you go. Two against one here. Yes, he's like love. She's like that MAGA watch list. Who else rocked Drakkar Noir in high school? Just me. Yeah, well, I rocked Fubu. So, all right. Co-main event for the title, strawweight championship fight. Former champ Joanna Jędrzejczyk challenging Zhang Weili for the belt. Most people are picking Weili on this one, as am I. I'm picking Zhang Weili knockout, mostly because if Rose knocked out Joanna, Weili's gonna put her underground. That's just the way I see it. Yeah. So, Fred, what do you think?
Yeah. I'm on the fucking hype train. I feel like fucking. Look, it's hard to say, right? Like I know somebody brought up earlier that Weili didn't knock out. I think it was Tev was saying that Weili didn't knock out like 3 opponents before Jessica Andrade.
Right.
Distance with a couple of them. So there might be something to that. We all might be, again, MMA is very hype worthy. We all could be buying into the hype. All that being said, I'm buying the hype. You see her hitting them goddamn pads. She was fast, strong. I feel like Joanna is going to definitely want to strike with her. I just see Joanna getting clipped. I feel like if Rose can outbox Joanna,
that's exactly it.
Like I think Weili's hand speed and her power are just going to be too much for Joanna. I feel like Joanna's a great striker, but she's a technical striker. Weili's like a fucking Asian Tyson with fast hands. Like I just feel like at some point she's going to clip her on the chin. Matter of fact, I'd even go on a limb and say first, second round, dog. Like she's going to get close and touch Joanna, and that's going to be the end of the night, Jack.
Yep. All right. All right. For y'all everybody that's that wants to see the Max Griffin interview on Jeremiah's show, it's the Hardcore MMA Show on Twitter. The show will be live on YouTube. The Hardcore MMA Show time isn't confirmed yet, but I will post it on my Twitter. Go find him on YouTube and subscribe, fellas, and ladies. Would appreciate that very much. All right. Cologne popular in the 90s. In that case, no, I did not wear that. And Fubu did have cologne, and it was garbage. I think I did Cool Water. That's like all the stoners were wearing Cool Water because they didn't want to smell like weed walking into class in high school and shit.
So you smell more like weed.
You smell more like weed, right? All right, let's see what else we got. Too much speed and power looks like Zhang. Weili's gonna KO JJ. Zhang's got some size too. I'm Polish, but I want this Chinese chick to knock this fake ass. I used to like JJ, but her cringiness is too much lately. Yeah. Although I did enjoy when she called Colby a prick. And he wasn't a. What did she say? He's not a man, or he's
not a man, or something. Yeah, that's pretty good. To be fair, I did like when she said that.
I was like, in a 10-second clip, she destroyed that motherfucker. God damn. All right, Jesse, who you picking?
I will welcome both of you back to the JJ hype train after she knocks out Zhang this weekend. Yeah, I say in the second or third round, JJ gets that KO. You're welcome.
Right, you better go bet the house if that actually happens.
It's possible. Of
course, yeah, but that's a hard one to fight. No. Maybe I really badly want Zhang Weili against the Bullet so badly. I just want her to knock her out quick.
I will say that Joanna has a lot more to lose in this fight. If she does get knocked out, boy, she's going to have to really go back to the drawing board.
If she gets knocked out, you can throw that elite label out the window.
Yeah,
I mean, for the time being, at least.
For the time being, right? She'll be in the middle of the pack or gatekeeper at best. I think. All right, main event time, folks. Israel Adesanya asked for this fight. Nobody asked for a Yoel Romero fight. Ain't nobody want to fight Yoel Romero. That's 100% true, other than Robert Whittaker. That being said, for him to come out and say, "I want that Yoel dude, and I'm gonna finish him like he should be finished," was the dope fucking line. Oh man, it's a hard one to pick, man. And I hate to say, I'll go first. Fuck it. I think Yoel Romero finally gets it done, and I don't think it's gonna be like an easy fucking win for either guy. But I think Yoel Romero pulls off some crazy shit, gets a knockout win, and we see the rematch in like a year.
Listen, I will say this, man. I'm a big fucking Izzy stan right now, and that worries me.
Yeah.
I love the way he fights, but I hate the way he fights as a fan. Like, the head movement is beautiful, but I'm always fucking shitting bricks waiting on them to look. I was there when Anderson got snuffed out by Chris Weidman. I had fucking nightmares for years about that. That's the sort of thing that worries me. And Yoel's fast and he hits hard. Like, can Izzy make him miss? He absolutely can. Can he make him miss every single time throughout this whole fight? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, Yoel only needs one. Like, Izzy's been knocked out before. It's not been in MMA, but it was in kickboxing. And I think it was only like one time in like a million fights. So I'm not saying that it's something that happens very often, but he has been clipped and he's been slept. I'm sure everybody's probably got that story, but like, I worry. Look, I'm picking Israel Adesanya. I'm on the hype train. I think he's the fucking new king, so on and so forth. But with a guy like Yoel and the way Izzy fights with all the head movement and the fucking slick and the cutesy sort of shit, that cutesy shit makes me nervous when you're fighting a guy like Yoel. I know that's why Izzy's who the fuck he is, and that's why we love him. But I would be lying if I said when this fight, the first round or two, I won't be fucking watching. Fuck. My fucking nails, like, goddamn, if you make one wrong move, this old trick's gonna fucking sleep you, and I'm gonna be like, God damn it,
dude. I'm willing to say that Yoel Romero's gonna finish with a knee to the head, flying knee.
Yeah,
he pulled it off in a minute.
Yeah, dude.
Not that it's gonna be like Chris Weidman shooting for a 10 in the knee, but I think if he times it right, I think you're right. If Izzy for some reason slows down, stops moving around, like, Yoel's gonna just target him and everything. For some reason, that motherfucker, it's like he knows how to conserve his energy enough to like sprint in the later rounds.
Yeah, man. And even his awkward. Listen, lest we not forget, Kelvin Gastelum touched Israel. A few times, touched him up. One could argue. Now, do I think that Yoel is a better boxer than Kelvin? Absolutely not. Do I think that Yoel in moments probably has faster hands than Kelvin? Maybe. Like, do I think he can explode with a punch faster than Kelvin in certain circumstances? Maybe, or a flying knee. Like, do I think he's more explosive than Kelvin Gastelum in moments? Yes, I do. I look, again, I'm picking Israel, but he needs to be careful with Yoel. This is a fight that he should win, but it is a very dangerous fight for Israel.
All right, just let me get through some comments here before you take your pick, throw your pick out. Yo says that word loves baby soft. There you go.
You know what's my favorite thing about ELC commenting?
What
is that a lot of people keep assuming that she's a dude and forget or don't know that she's a lady. And so like they'll be like, "What the hell is that?" Or like, they'll be like, "What's up, dude?"
She's a lady and a Toronto Raptors fan. I gotta give her credit. They beat my Suns again last night. God damn it. Eddie nailed it. Couple sprays of cool water to cover up the swag smell. Yeah. It almost never worked. He still smelled it. All right. Sean says Yo wins in the third round. There you go. Tony says JJ's footwork and jab are Zhang's biggest obstacles to overcome. I'd have to agree with that. Aaron Mega says Izzy all day. Otis says Yo will have to use his wrestling. What else we got? Here we go. Here's Jeremiah. Oh, wait. I fucking lost Jeremiah's fucking comment. God damn, dude. All right, here we go. I got one of my feeling about this fight, and most of the time my feelings are right. I think I'll catch up to what he was saying. But Jesse, who you pick?
Tough fight, but I think it has to be 72-year-old Yoel Romero. At this point, this is the only shot he's gonna have at winning this title. He's not gonna get a third rematch if ever. What's his name? The Reaper wins the title again. They're not going to give him another shot then. I just think that Adesanya is very, very good, but I think it's dangerous in the fact that he likes to leave himself out there to be hit. And like we saw in that Kelvin fight, I mean, it was a lot harder for him to really do what he wanted to do to Kelvin. It was a tough fight for both of those dudes. And like you said, Eddie, I think it was you that said it. Yoel Romero now knows how to really pace himself very, very well to last into those later rounds and still have that power, still have that explosiveness. So I got to go with Yoel. The old man's going to win it.
So Jeremiah says, I call the Sarah GSP upset, Holly over Ronda, Rose over JJ, Fury, KO over Wilder. So, I mean, it sounds like he's picking.
He must be picking Yoel.
I think he's picking Yoel. I don't see a comment saying he picked Yoel, but I'm saying he's picking Yoel.
Well, listen, to be fair, most of those are bigger upsets than this would be, I think. I mean, Israel has a lot of hype, but like he's fucking GSP Sarah, boy, that was a
Sean says, Izzy, I love you. Yo, we'll get some down smashes, and this is the fight for him to use his wrestling. Well,
I mean,
that would be.
I mean, has he ever used this wrestling? Like,
no, not really.
It'd be amazing, right?
Takedowns here and there.
You know what I didn't know? Sorry, go ahead.
He's got some takedowns, but he's never tried to control a wrestling.
You know what I didn't know? His family, they were like pro boxers, like champions, like cousins and brothers and shit. I did not know that. His uncle apparently was a big time boxer. I didn't know any of that shit.
The Cubans are big with boxing.
They're crazy. The Cubans are like, especially him. Like his genetics are insane. Like crazy. All right. So here we go with Peligroso says, how much money you need to lose betting before you learn what's really good? I don't bet, so none. I don't bet. I just don't. I'm just honestly, I'm not a good gambler. As far as like picking fights and shit goes, I can bet on basketball and football any day.
Listen,
but MMA, this is different.
MMA is the worst thing in the world to bet on. Take this fight, for instance, right? Israel Adesanya should win this fight. If Israel comes out and he bobs and weaves and pieces Yoel up and knocks Yoel out in the second or third round, we'll all come back to the show and be like, God damn, Izzy's the new Anderson Silva. He's Anderson Silva 2.0, so on and so forth. If the fight happens and fucking Izzy bobs when he should have weaves and Yoel knocks him out and says, I love you, we'll all come back and say, see, we told you that that old Cuban's quick. There is no right answer. Like literally 50-50, either one of those things can happen, and we will not fucking know until the fight happens. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Period.
Let's see. All the time Jesus, and I bet dude talking about she gets called a dude. I bet a kid called bra on Twitter more than you. And then Teo says ELC is not your bro, brah. We're going on some fucking South Park shit.
Nah, you missed it, Eddie. I don't know if you saw the other comments. Everybody's throwing out their cologne from back in high school.
Oh, I saw that. Hugo Boss and Nautica competition.
Yeah.
Hugo Boss was overpriced as shit. I remember that. Oh, or I was that poor. I don't know. I was so poor I couldn't fucking afford any of that shit.
Cool Water was the one for me.
Yeah, that was Cool Water because it was cheap and it was like,
Oh, good. You know what? I still will wear Cool Water sometimes.
Really?
Fuck yeah. You get that from Walmart for like $12.99. I can't be wearing Gucci all the time. Everybody don't get the Gucci shit, bitch. That's when it's fancy time. You know what I mean?
I hear that.
Average Cool Water.
All right. Robert says, Romero, let's win. What a message for all granddads for Granddad Day.
He's fucking 41.
42, isn't he? Or 41?
Nah, he's like 60 something, yo.
He's fucking out of here.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here. Liam says, ELC, I've had a ponytail and I'm skinny. From behind, guys sometimes see what they want. So I know how you feel, sort of. Wow. I've only seen that on like skits. And you know what I mean? Like on comedy shit. I've only seen that. Did that really happen to you, dude? Damn. All right. Hey.
It's a good thing I'm built like a linebacker. Nobody takes me for a broad.
Right. MMA guy says, your striking ain't shit though. But if he connects, Izzy will probably hit the mat.
It's a good point, man. His striking is super sloppy, but
it's not technical.
Yeah.
No, but it's powerful. That's all Yoel is, right? Like he's just got so much horsepower behind those hits. Like it just lands and it's good enough.
And speed, like he's fast when he wants to be. He's got to save up for it like a fucking Super Saiyan. But like when he does, it's fucking
the return, The return Nick X Micro, Izzy all day. MMA Gods likes it, unless Romero finally does some groundwork. Yeah,
that would be interesting. But I don't even know if he could do that though. Like I think he could take Izzy down. I don't know if he can control it. I don't know if he could take him down and keep him down, or definitely not as easy as people might think it to make it seem.
ELC says, I don't let on I'm female until they respect my sports opinions. Then I tell them. That's fair. That's very fair. Yeah.
It's a good point, actually. And we don't even know what she looks like.
Right.
Like, she could be a fucking sea donkey. She could be a model. We don't know what's going on under there, but that's
Right.
good. We need that's good. We don't judge you. We respect
At all.
your opinion on it. Hey, come to find out you got massive tits, we're going to judge you immediately.
You know what? He's not wrong. That's how guy society works these days. Aaron says a cool water for me 94. MMA got cool water.
Go to, man.
Yeah, let's see. I seriously can't picture how this is gonna go. It's literally a coin toss.
Right, exactly. It's like a fucking 50-50, man.
You gotta love MMA.
It's exactly what Izzy was saying, right? It's a dangerous fight for him, and he just wants that challenge, right? So,
right.
I mean, respect to the dude.
Y'all been making weight since 1897. You know what's funny? When they were talking about you all going to 205 and fighting DC, I was kind of like, yeah, let's see it. Fuck it. But obviously DC is not heavyweight. All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, we've all made some mistakes. Fuck it.
I banged a bro.
Not mistakes.
One time looked like Jay Leno. I didn't realize until the next morning I'd seen nothing but a chin, Jack. I was like, you gotta take me home. I got some grass.
There you go.
I would just love to hear some of these stories from Fred. I can't wait to meet Fred in real life, grab some drinks with him, and just hear some of these stories. I know they're gonna be good.
Wasn't nothing nice.
All right, a couple more things before we head out of here. We're running out of time. Does Izzy fight if y'all does not make weight, and is it smart if he does? No, I do. I think. Ooh.
Yeah. Listen. I know. Calm down, everybody. If Yoel does not make weight, should Izzy fight? Like, probably not.
No.
Man. He should probably be like, fuck that, dude. I ain't getting fucking Figueredo'd, whatever the fuck that prick thing. No more of that bullshit. No, you ain't fucking around and putting the belt in limbo. No. But as a fan, oh, come on, man.
You want to see it.
I love Weili Zhang and Joanna, but please don't make that my main event. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I won't buy it. I'll be pilfering it. Y'all pull that bullshit on me, I'll be motherfucking pilfering it.
Allegedly.
A few more comments we get out of here. A lot of cool water in here. Fucking polo sport in high school.
Hey, polo sport.
They can't all be 10s. That's true. ELC says 100% Fred LOL, and I'm average.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
The only way I rocked Tommy Hilfiger Nautica gear in high school was thieving at the mall after school.
Yeah. See, I was too much of a pussy to be a thief, though. I couldn't actually steal. But I had a guy, you know what I mean?
All right, last one. So who's your winner of the weekend? And why is it not Norma Big Booty Judy Dumont?
Hey, listen, I've got 2 tweets that have ever went viral.
Yeah.
One is some shit that Joe Rogan said, some really insightful shit.
I remember, yeah.
Other, I did a slow motion fucking video of her throwing a knee and that big thing jiggling around. Fucking 50,000 views that thing's got.
My favorite is
everyone wants to make it seem like I'm the pervert.
Yeah,
we tweeted 1,000 times.
I saw it, Fred. Somebody was like, "This is what MMA Twitter has come to," or something like that, right?
Yeah, I'm that guy. All y'all liked and retweeted. I know everybody was taking it. You understand me? That big thing was shaking around like 2 fucking country yams back there.
There's a picture of her and Megan Anderson like standing next to each other. Like, I mean, it's Photoshop, but still. But she's like a way better looking Megan Anderson. Don't hate me. I'm just saying. Right?
Oh yeah, it's a fact.
You right though.
She didn't win the fight, but you know, listen.
No, you're right though. Like I just watched the Jiggle tweet again. All right.
By the way, did you guys see the Spark Carlisle fight? It was on the prelims.
No, I missed most of the card.
Dude with the elbows.
What happened?
It was his debut. We had him on the show, sort of, kind of, but it was his debut in the UFC. He finished his opponent with elbows. Right up against the cage, Fred.
Oh yeah. I didn't see the fight, but I think I seen like the highlights later on.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out to that dude.
Yeah, impressive.
There you go. Impressive. Izzy's gonna TKO Romero and watch MMA pundits discredit the win. I don't think so. I think they'll be all over it. Be like, oh, Izzy's the greatest shit since sliced cheese and whatnot. But if Romero wins, I think they'll try to discredit the win. But I get what you're saying.
Oh, I could already hear Fred winding that up.
Yeah, Tony says Fred said that it must be jam because jelly don't jiggle like that. Right. Seriously though, like as far as one-liners go, it's hard to beat Fred. It really is hard to beat Fred.
You know, it's funny. I had a funny tweet, like a saying to go with that jiggle, and I tried to tweet it 4 times and it just wouldn't go. And I'm like,
Really?
God damn it. So I just put the eyes eventually.
Gotcha.
And it went with that one. I was like, well, fuck, whatever.
That's ridiculous. All right. Anything else you guys want to bring up before we head out of here? And I check the headlines.
I think we nailed it all. We even talked about fucking little boxing.
We talked about everything today. Nice, fun, long show. All right. What does that say right there? 20 LC. Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right.
Oh, and in case you were wondering, I know you probably were on edge, but Tito Ortiz's win has been reinstated. No foul play, fake news.
Does this say what happened?
No.
Like, so he tested funky for something and then they cleared it up, right?
No. I guess they were saying it was something to do with his paperwork or something. He probably wrote his name wrong or something.
Probably misspelled it.
It's Tito.
That's how we it's Tito. That's how we give him a fucking license. He was, we don't know, like fucking whatever name you can fuck with that.
You know what? With most fighters, I would be like, that's bullshit. Oh, Tito, I buy it. He probably did just fuck something up like a retard. He probably wasn't cheating. He's probably just a fucking dummy.
Beautiful Las Vegas, California, right? All right. Shout out to everyone that tuned in tonight. MMA Gods, ELC, Sean, Aaron, Liam, Otis. I know Kairos was here earlier. MMA Gods, Tony Hectic is here. Fucking who else? Nick X Micro made his presence known here. ELC. I'm probably repeating a bunch of names because I'm like literally just reading down the fucking comment section here. Robert, appreciate you tuning in. El Peligroso was here. Totally. Yeah, I don't know with the upset shit. With the Izzy stuff.
Eddie, just
Aaron.
That last Sean Tracy thing, just so Fred can answer that.
What's the difference between a light on and a hard on? You can go to bed with the light on. Right? Try to go to bed with a hard on, dude. That's not fun at all.
Yeah, no, I can't go to bed like that. I have to just not throw him a tug.
Oh, they confirmed he was on medication that was prescribed by his doctor or some shit. Fucking Tito didn't disclose it. Of course he wouldn't, dumbass.
That makes sense.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, Liam. Thanks for hanging out, Aaron. All right, we gotta go. All right, y'all, the shit. You guys know all the stuff we say every fucking show. Of course, we're at thewarriors.com, spreadspros.com. We're at keepitwarriorsmma.com, at Ep.185, at Kirby_MMA, at Elo32. And I did figure out the whole thing of SoundCloud, so I'm going to be uploading all these audio things again. Here's the thing, just real quick. For anyone that listens on iTunes, really appreciate it and everything. But fucking, for some reason, like the RSS feed gets fucked up all the time. So I finally fixed it again. I was going to just let it go and expire. We're just going to be on YouTube only, but we're going to be getting back on iTunes. So yeah, just keep on, going to iTunes as we hear it. And I'll be able to upload all the old shit already. I'll probably only upload like the last couple of shows because if I upload like a show from like a month ago, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, all right. And of course, I said all the Twitters and everything. Shout out to everybody. We love you guys. Have fun on Saturday night. If something crazy happens, we'll see if we can jump on and do like a post-fight show. But you know how late that shit goes, so who knows?
Right.
Yeah. And then I'll be back on Monday night for sure, and then we'll be back next week. So, all right, you guys are the shit. Go Yo Romero. I love you. No. Fucking anyway, for myself, Fred Kirby, just Ocava. Good night, motherfuckers. Good night, Wilshire. Catch you guys.